Today's podcast is brought to you by our friends at ourcitycoffee.com.
Not only our friends, but they are us.
Literally us.
Literally us is our brand, ourcitycoffee.com.
We started Our City Coffee for 2 reasons, Timmy.
1, to help the kids in Los Angeles.
And number 2, deliver great coffee. If you're into good coffee, go to ourcitycoffee.com. Use our code that we developed, us two, really just Timmy typed in the code to create it. Use the code BS for 15% off your next purchase or all of your purchases. Again, the code is BS at ourcitycoffee.com. There's Tim's daughter, Kyler, in the
Who
background.
drinks the coffee? Clearly.
Kyler, you want to come say hi? Come here, come say hi.
Say hi to the podcast.
Say hi, everybody.
Say hi right here.
Hi.
Today's episode is with Lindsay and Chris Balmert. Lindsay, were you going to say something to me?
Yeah, formerly Lindsay Allison.
Formerly
That's how
Lindsay
we know her.
Allison. So we went to high school with Lindsay.
And grade school.
And grade school.
Yeah, you messed up her name like 38 times on the podcast.
I messed up her name 3 times for sure. I called her Allison. I don't even call her I don't know why I was calling her by her last name anyway. But Lindsay Balmert and Chris Balmert, they are a couple who create really funny and interesting videos. They had videos of like 500 million views.
Yeah, and I think the coolest part is it started very organic. They started vlogging because they had a kid that was going through had some health issues. They just wanted to vlog the whole process, and it kind of grew from there, really.
So I put this thing on Facebook. We'll be home in Cleveland for the holidays. We'd love to get together and talk to some cool people who do some cool stuff and cool businesses. Lindsay had actually reached out to me and said, hey, we're down. Tag Chris. Chris says we're in. So we did it. We made it happen. It was very fun, interesting, and different than anything we've talked about here on this very podcast. We hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Timmy, enjoy the podcast.
Thanks, man.
You feel me?
We don't really have an intro for ours, so.
You don't?
No.
No, why not?
I don't know. We just kind of
Rock into it?
just go into it.
How do you
welcome.
so like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like, hey, welcome to number whatever we're on.
What are you on?
We just finished 9, so we'll start the new year with 10.
So we're way ahead of you guys. This
Yes.
is number 15 for us.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
great.
good. They say that
15.
most die after 7. So.
Yeah.
7,
Right.
really?
Yeah.
I also, I have a friend who's, whatever. So she works for Snack Nation, and they have a podcast. Do you know what Snack Nation is? Probably not.
New company, yeah, right?
It's a newer company, but it's also, their market is businesses that they send snacks to. So you get like a not customized, but customizable-ish snack basket for your crew. Anyway, so the guy who runs the company is super cool, and he has his own podcast. But she texted me today and said ideal podcast length is 22 to 35 minutes. I don't know how long you guys do.
We exceed
That's based on data
Do
that they purchase.
Yes,
and stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
Because we get talking, and then it's just
We
hard
started.
to.
We were 30 minutes good.
Yeah.
We were. But then we get talking,
But we
and
do
then
it,
I want to do
it
comments.
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So
you're interacting
one,
and
it
stuff.
boosts our engagement on our page.
Of course.
So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone because
Yeah.
you're getting a podcast, you're getting engagement.
Uh-huh.
So then we get into answering questions and reading through the comments. So like that alone's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a bottomless pit. Like
Yeah.
you could fall into those comments and not come back.
Yeah. See, that makes sense though too. And like for us, like for 20 minutes, it's like, all right, who are you? And then, all right, let's end it. Like,
Right.
like 20 minutes is nothing.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, we sit around about 45 minutes. 45,
It was
50.
45 to an hour-ish,
Yeah.
but we've done hour and a half.
Yeah. Today was, I think, under hour and 10 this morning.
Yeah, hour and 10. It's just like a flow thing.
Yeah.
So you guys do it. This is Chris and Allison, by the way.
Lindsay. Yeah.
Lindsay, I did it
I know,
again.
it's okay.
God damn.
I'm so
all right,
excited to get married because
So
I could.
Lindsay Allison. So
Right.
was her high school? Was her name growing up until she
Right.
married Chris? We knew Lindsay from high school.
Right.
When did you move to Homestead Falls?
Oh, I lived in Homestead Falls
You did
all my
forever?
life. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kindergarten through high school.
Maybe just like we started to know you later.
I think so.
'Cause you were friends
I
with our
graduated-
sister
Yeah,
later,
I graduated
maybe.
with Shauna.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Anyway,
Yeah.
Lindsay, who I've known for like 20 years. So I
Did
know
you
your
have
name's
to throw
Lindsay
that in
Allison.
there?
I
Oh.
know.
Yeah, you're
Can you,
Lindsay's
like-
30,
You know what
2
I-
or 3 or
32.
something. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me intersect really quick. So yesterday we were watching The Grinch, and I go to my mom. I was like, "This movie's been out for like 20 years." She's like, "No way!" And I looked it up. 2000, The Grinch came out, so it's
Oh my
18
God.
years ago.
That's
Jim
crazy.
Carrey Grinch. Yeah, 18 years ago. Sorry, continue.
Wow. So when you guys do your podcast and it's Facebook Live, what software do you use? Or do you just do it straight from the computer?
No, we use a camera. We set that up, and then we use like OBX.
Okay.
And I think that's just like a streaming software.
Yeah.
And then we have the microphones linked into the
Through the computer.
yeah, all through the computer.
Because we want to start doing that.
Yeah.
I just bought a thing.
And it's all. I mean, it's all free software.
Yeah. We paid for a thing, but it also is kind of cool where it's like we use it on the iPad, and if we have 3-4 cams, like we can.
Oh. Okay.
It wouldn't. So we're working on a deal.
More of like.
Can I say this?
Higher
I forget if we
production
said this
stuff.
before.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going. I hope. Well, go ahead.
Twitter Sports.
Yeah.
What else would I be going? So we're working on a deal with Twitter Sports to do live streaming, video content, yada yada.
In and around sporting events.
In and around
type of
sporting
stuff.
events.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we purchase equipment.
Right. So so like we want to be able to mess around with it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
To
Test
be able
it
to
out.
like do it on a grander scale. That's why I was curious what
Right.
you used. If,
Test on the podcast. Work it on like.
yeah.
Super
So
Bowl type
we
stuff.
we fuck it up.
Yeah. Exactly.
We got like 6 weeks to fuck it
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
before something big. Yeah.
Yeah, he handles all that side of it.
Yeah. I mean,
just-
we're not like professional by any means.
No, I mean,
Like this was like your podcast. I mean, I think we put that together in like a weekend. Like, hey, we're gonna start on Monday and do this podcast.
let's do something.
I don't even think we called it a podcast. It was just like a Facebook Live video.
Yeah.
And then
And-
you put it on SoundCloud.
And then we started putting it on SoundCloud. It wasn't getting enough traffic, so I kind of stopped that.
Okay.
So we just kind of keep it strictly to our Facebook page.
Oh, cool.
Which we get all of our traffic from anyway.
Yeah.
And then we'll take that and put it on our YouTube. So it's kind of
Right.
cross platforms.
yeah.
And are you like any of you guys tech or like semi-tech?
He just looks stuff up
Just
and
figure it out
figures it
yourself.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah, he's had no training, and I had training 15 years ago, whatever, college.
Dude,
you know what I
you
mean?
are
So it's
old
like,
as shit.
I am. I know that's
Yeah.
so scary, but yeah, so I'm not up to date on anything, that they're using now. So, but yeah, he kind of just figures
Just
it
let 'em
out.
ride it.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
goes that way.
Pretty much, it was a pointless talent growing up, and now I guess I'm putting it into.
Yeah.
What, just to figure shit out?
Yeah.
You were probably
Yeah.
like
I was that
rigging
kid that-
PlayStations and stuff and making stuff.
Yeah,
work.
and like I would always play on Photoshop.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
like I never thought I would actually be using Photoshop. Now my full time job is to sit on Photoshop.
Oh,
and-
really?
Yeah. So I work for the Cavs too. So I
Right,
do a lot
I
of
knew
graphic
that.
design for the Cavs and like
Okay.
mostly for the food side. But I mean,
That's funny.
I didn't go to school to study Photoshop. It just kind of fell in my lap. Yeah.
I mean, I talk about this a lot. I don't fuck school. I'm like, I'm so anti-school. I don't like school,
Yeah.
especially college, like the way we teach things, yada, yada. But my 12-year-old niece is learning Photoshop. Now that's cool
Smart.
to me. Yeah.
Very
Right.
smart.
Yeah. And I was like, something basic. I was like, well, if you took a picture of yourself, could you put my head on you? She was like, that's easy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. Like
No,
she's
that's good.
actually can do
People
something
pay big
with
money
it.
for people
Oh,
that can
yeah.
master Photoshop.
For sure.
And especially or editing videos.
Creating
is another big
logos.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If I didn't know how to edit videos and you had to pay somebody to edit videos, I mean, you'd go broke.
Yeah.
I mean, same
Yeah.
with Photoshop. Like when it comes to designing our T-shirts and designing
Uh-huh.
our logos,
You do all that?
yeah,
Cool.
all that. I don't pay anybody.
Yeah.
But like designing a logo, you can pay thousands of dollars. One for the time and labor, and two for the licensing rights.
Very
You know,
easily.
I designed this logo for you. Oh, you want to use it? Okay, that's another $1,000.
Right?
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess.
If something were to ever happen, we'd be all right.
Yeah.
'Cause we could just
Yeah, I
market
mean,
you out.
figure it out.
Exactly.
Well, and it sounds
you'd
like
pimp me out somehow.
you could pimp you out. It sounds like you would figure something out anyways, regardless. Though.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, I mean, I've always had that artsy side. I did go to school to study graphic design.
Uh-huh.
Got through 1 year, and then I figured you had to take night classes. So I was like, I'm good. And then I played baseball, so I was kind of
Where
like at Notre Dame of Ohio.
Okay.
So it's kind of like whatever the baseball players were majoring in is what I was going to major in. One, so we didn't have to all buy textbooks on our own.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just share textbooks. And then two, like that way we're all kind of helping each other get through these classes.
Yeah.
And I was the only
Yeah,
art
cheap.
major. So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was the only art major, and like night classes, everyone's having a good time partying. Or baseball practice, I'm missing practice or even like
Yeah,
close
yeah,
to
yeah.
games because I gotta go to class.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, and then I really didn't see myself doing what we're doing. You know,
So how did that even come about? You guys are like, let's start making videos and shit.
I mean, accidental.
Yeah,
To be
we
honest.
got.
So how long
we
you
got-
guys been together?
We started
20
2007.
25 years.
Yeah. It's been a while.
2007. We've been
Okay.
together. So
Okay.
we've been together 11 years and married for 7.
Okay.
So,
And then when did you guys start doing videos and whatnot?
so it was when our daughter Ryan was born.
Two years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So she was born. She has a congenital heart defect,
Uh-huh.
and we obviously Chris had a following from the whole Beachbody thing. So we had like a community of people that we were really close with and our friends. So we just kind of were updating everybody on her journey and being born with a heart condition. And it was when I was pregnant, I dared him to be pregnant for 24 hours.
I've seen that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he strapped the medicine ball to him, like it was an 8-pound medicine ball, and was legit pregnant. We did everything together, went to the store, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
And so that was the first one. And then we said if that got 100,000 likes, that he would
100,000.
100,000 views.
Oh, 100,000
So
views.
all right,
Yeah.
so how many followers at this point do you have, like from Facebook and whatever other avenues?
I mean,
We didn't even have a team page, I don't think, then.
yeah, it was
set
just
up.
whatever.
so this is like
the 5,000
just
Facebook friends that I
his-
had. or
right.
that's
whatever.
it. So
Yeah.
just friends. You didn't
Yeah,
have
it was
to
just
Jesus.
We posted this on like my personal Facebook page.
And you're expecting 100,000 views, or not expecting it, but like, hey,
we put it out there like jokingly.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy amount for like your personal
Yeah.
Facebook,
Right. And then
Yeah.
it took off.
It was like the next morning.
yeah. So
100,000 a night.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
much. And then the local news reached out to us, Fox 8.
Uh-huh.
And then we were on the news like the next day.
So there's no plan like let's do this and let's become a thing. It was just like this is funny and then like screw it,
to be
deal
honest, I
with
don't
it.
even really know the motivation behind
Were
doing
you-
it, other than you just saying, "Hey, I dare you to do it." I don't know why we're
Probably
like,
pain.
She's
and,
probably
like,
and you're like, dude, come on, let's
Yeah.
go
Like,
walk up the steps.
I don't remember
Well-
why we're like, let's record this.
we were doing, we started to vlog the family because we
Okay.
were vlogging Ryan's whole journey. Like once we found out,
I get,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we started, because that wasn't until she was almost due. So it was when we found out that she was going to be born with a heart defect that we started vlogging like doctor's appointments
Okay.
and things with Gavin and all that kind of thing. So I think we started doing videos.
I guess, yeah, it was more like educational and personal stuff.
family follow along.
Yeah, it
like we really
wasn't-
didn't
Yeah.
expect to like create videos for the
Didn't get-
masses.
Yeah,
Okay.
we weren't expecting to be like the Holderness family or the Ace family. Like we weren't.
Yeah.
That was not on our radar.
No.
But yeah, so then we started with that, and then I said once we got all those views, I said you have to do the labor simulator. So we got the views, and then that's what we did, and we just
Yeah,
strapped.
like
that took off too.
Yeah, like the next week I was doing the labor simulator, and then that's when we went on Fox 8. We went on Fox 8 the day after I did the labor simulator because they wanted us to
yeah.
they wanted to talk about the Pregnant for a Day and the labor simulator.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then
But not do it. You didn't have to like simulate
No.
it again.
no, I didn't do it. But
But-
then we got a call from a TV show.
It's out in LA. Home and Family.
Okay.
It's on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was after Ryan was born. So a month after Ryan was born, it was Easter. They flew us out to LA, and we were on the Home and Family show that next day.
Yeah.
And he had to do the labor simulator on the show.
Yeah, they strapped me up to it and everything.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there
They
with
pay you for that?
No, I
Oh.
wish.
I mean, it was a free
Trip to
Free-
LA.
It was
free
free.
trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Free
we
pub too,
had a
yeah.
driver. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it was. It
I
felt
hope
pretty
they bought you a
cool.
dinner or two. No?
I don't think so.
No,
I think
we-
food was on our own. We wanted to go to In-N-Out Burger, but it was closed because it was Easter.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Okay.
I was, yeah, so we didn't even get to do that.
Yeah, we were in Studio City.
Okay.
So we just
Yeah.
we walked up and down whatever that. I don't know. There's one main kind of street. We
In Studio
walked.
City?
It's called Main Street.
Is it?
Well, no. Well, we went there. Yes, we walked that hill all the way up there. But no, like wherever we were staying in that, just on the street where the hotel is.
Okay.
But that was like the extent of, and we walked up in the hill and we're looking at
Yeah.
all the houses.
Okay.
But that was.
Yeah, our private driver, he like gave us a little back
Yeah,
behind the
Of like
Yeah.
what?
behind the scenes tour.
Yeah, we weren't really like traveling with a 1-month-old and a
Yeah.
then 4-year-old. That
Yeah.
was kind of impossible. So we want to go back without kids.
Yeah.
and
Gotcha.
explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like riding a subway with a 1-month-old.
That was scary.
It's like, please don't touch anything.
Oh,
Just
we went to Vine
don't
Street.
touch anything. Yeah, we did.
We went to Vine. We basically hit up everything you could see in LA in like 10 minutes. Because when you have 2 kids, I mean
Yeah.
that's about all you got.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Vine Street. Okay,
Cool.
cool. Next
Yeah.
stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Hollywood
Couple
sign.
get a
Okay.
picture.
Yeah. We didn't
Yeah.
even stop to see the Hollywood sign. It was just like roll down
Yeah.
the window. There
Yeah,
it is.
there it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
So
We relied on the driver. Our driver took us everywhere.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
that was cool.
So they gave you a driver.
Yeah, they gave us
There
the
you
we
driver.
go.
threw that in there.
Driver,
picked-
free
he
trip
And a
down.
trailer. We did have our own trailer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
I mean, the experience was cool. We had we were supposed to be on there with like Tia Mari, but I think she called off or bailed out. So then they brought in that guy from Empire. I don't know.
Which one?
I don't watch
Which
the show.
one?
I don't know.
Jesse, like the
Bald. I don't know.
older,
Short?
younger.
good-looking black guy. I don't know.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the.
Yeah,
I think
Jesse
Jesse's like the
doesn't
main
really.
character. Jesse's
No, no,
Smolin
no,
or
I
I don't
Smollett
think he
or
was the main
something.
guy.
No, I don't. Yeah, he wasn't a main guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was like a, hey, we need somebody to
Yeah,
come
he was
in.
a
Are
filler.
you available?
Last-minute
Okay,
filler,
great.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
you don't have anything going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
okay,
yeah.
come on in.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, great exposure for him, I
Yeah.
guess. And then
Yeah, why not?
the doctor
Dr. Nassif
from Botched.
with Dr.
Oh,
Burrow,
okay.
the other.
So
Okay.
he was on
Okay.
it for like 2 minutes, and then he bailed out. He was kind of an a-hole.
He was.
Not surprising.
Yeah, he was.
The chef.
And
But
then
anyway.
just like another celebrity chef. But I mean, it was very cool. Like it was a 2-hour-long show, and they kept us on set all 2 hours. Like it wasn't just do your segment, great, thank
Huh.
you, bye.
Yeah.
It was like
For what? Like, were you watching, or like were they trying to
No,
do
like,
back
They
and
made
forth
us
with other people?
Food
just-
and
yeah, like
Oh,
we got
cool.
to eat the food with
Get
them.
comfortable,
Like
hang
there's a
out.
bunch of like different segments of the show. They do like food and they do like
Crafting.
crafting. But like
Yeah.
we were involved in everything. So
Oh,
like
that's
that was a
cool.
cool
Yeah, that's
experience.
Yeah,
played a stupid heads up
Oh,
game.
That
Yeah.
heads up game we
Yeah.
did.
that's
Yeah.
fun though.
So yeah, I mean it was a good time. It was an
Interesting.
experience. Yeah.
It's a good memory.
Yeah.
But I
Sure,
think,
sure.
Yeah, but I think that was the moment where it kind of kicked off.
Like, all right, this is gonna be a thing.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you've done 2, and then how do you, like, you guys just come up with random ideas, or
Yeah, where does it go from there?
So yeah, so I guess we just were vlogging, and then he would do like little side videos, like
Okay.
the one that went viral. Like he was creating some things that would go viral.
Yeah.
So you did the
I did,
weather changing.
I did a weather changing one that got like 350 million views.
350 million?
Yeah,
views.
across all the platforms. The labor simulator is probably up in like if you were to take Unilad and Lad Bible and all these big time viral
Yeah, yeah,
pages, it's probably in like the 500 millions if you
Wow.
total it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was this one?
And then the weather video, I
I've not seen that one.
I like came outside and it was sunny.
Okay.
And then I was like, la la la, and it played like fun music. And then I was like, oh, I ripped my coat off, like winter's over and the sun's out. And
Yeah.
I went upstairs to change, and I came downstairs, and as soon as I came downstairs, there was a foot of snow on the ground. So like I had to film it with a strategy. I filmed,
Gotcha. Yeah,
but
yeah.
in Cleveland, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
I literally
Right.
filmed that in 3 days.
Home.
Actually, I filmed it backwards. So we had a blizzard, and I
Okay.
filmed the ending where I ran outside in the like 3 feet of snow.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 days later, it was like 60 degrees. All that snow melted. So then I filmed the beginning of it. And when I put it all together, it looked really cool.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
the thing took off.
And
I mean,
was it like quick, like a 15-second video?
Yeah, it was like a
Oh.
30-second video, took off. That probably gave us our first, like, I want to say almost 10,000 like followers.
Uh-huh.
That pretty much
Wow.
came to me.
right.
So you didn't have a team page?
We didn't
or
have
anything?
that team page yet. And then we started vlogging a little bit more. And then I think we kind of just had the idea, instead of posting our vlogs on our personal pages, like, hey, let's create an actual family page. That way we're kind of,
Yeah.
making this more of a family thing instead of me just posting on my Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
So we did that. And then did I have another video to probably take off?
You probably did, but then you make all those connections, with
Right.
Unilad and
Uh-huh.
Lad
Yeah,
Bible
so now-
and Daily Mail. Like you make connections with those people. So when you create something, you message them and you say, "Hey."
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they post it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Which,
So that helps.
Like
Obviously.
we've done, one of our buddies did a video with, was it Lad Bible? Shane?
Sounds
Mhm.
about right. Yeah.
But anyway, he was like, hey, can you guys create this video for me? Because we're doing this thing.
Yeah.
So we haven't directly worked with anyone
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
but-
and that got 1.5, 2 million.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's just a video of him. It's like one of those like motivational ones where you just sit there as a black screen.
yeah, what
Okay.
was the
And,
name
like,
of
the
it?
words
It's
come
one of
up or
those big
whatever, and
ones
it's
though,
like-
like that.
He starts off with like, I'm a health practitioner and I smoke, like that type of thing, and then he has like
Oh,
a
okay.
health
Yeah.
company, and in the background was kind of the sell stuff for us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, like once you're in with these viral pages, like I'm just pulling up here's an example one. This is one I sent to these guys,
Oh,
the
there
Humor
you go.
Society. I mean, this video alone has 31.5 million views.
Jesus. So do they tag you in it?
Yeah, they tag us, credit
Okay.
Team Balmert, and then now people are going to our page and
Of
like,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
and
how
it's-
do you establish a relationship with them then?
well, usually they see your video and then they contact you,
Okay.
and then like there's ways of doing it. I don't know if we're doing it the right, most effective way,
Okay.
but they'll reach out to you and they'll say, hey, like we love your video. Can we share it on our page and we'll credit you?
Uh-huh.
I say yes, because like I'm all for the free exposure.
Sure.
And I know there's a lot of like stipulations, and like you can kind of hold your video for ransom and say like, pay me X amount of dollars, you can use my video,
Yeah.
you can have the rights to my video, whatever. Which we've actually had
Did
people
do
approach
that.
us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Unilad wanted to pay us like $2,500,
Okay.
and they wanted to buy the rights to our video,
Yeah.
and now we can't freely share our video unless we reach out to them.
Yeah.
And then
That's
anyone that
interesting.
contacts us about our video has to go through Unilad,
Through them.
Yeah.
which I did sign an agreement because
Yeah.
I got excited. I was like, oh my God, we're getting $2,500.
Right.
And now we're like working with
Exactly.
this viral page.
Yeah.
Within like the first like 10 days, I bailed on the contract. I was like, listen, I have to avoid this.
How did
is
you?
not-
And then just they were cool. Like
They
it's
were
void.
luckily
pay the
they,
money back.
Yeah, luckily they were cool. They PayPal'd it. We PayPal'd
Cool.
it back. And that was the moment where I realized that like I didn't want to forfeit the rights to our videos just to make some money.
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh.
I saw more potential. There's
It's
more
not
potential.
about money.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's more potential. I believe that like building your audience should be first and then monetizing should be second.
Sure.
Because if you have an audience and if you're building your audience and you're doing it in the right way, monetization is going to come no matter what. There's going to be so many more opportunities to monetize later.
Yeah.
But if you're forfeiting your audience for money, but basically what I was doing, because I was giving up the rights to my video, I couldn't share my video with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, and when they would share my video, they weren't tagging me because it wasn't my video
It's their
anymore.
video.
It's their
You need
video.
to.
Damn.
So like sometimes you go on these viral pages, you'll see them sharing stuff and they
Yeah.
don't credit anybody because they bought the video.
bought
It's
it.
their
Uh-huh.
video.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's how I saw it. Like, is $2,500 worth the 200,000 following that we're building on Facebook? To me,
Yeah.
no, it's not, because I know that could turn into monetization opportunities in the future.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you guys are lucky too, where it's like you didn't need the $2,500.
right?
Because if you were at
Yeah,
a place
true.
at that point, we're like, we need this.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
that's a lot of money, you know, like
Right.
that can pay the mortgage or a couple months or like
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But
It's-
but
yeah.
if you can say like no, like that's great to be able to have that long term
right.
Right.
flexibility.
Yeah,
Right.
and I mean, some people do that, and I guess that's how some people probably make a living off viral videos.
Sure, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't make that your full-time job. It's not very, it's not
Right.
very steady
To
or
plan on going
promising,
viral.
but yeah.
But like, so at this point, you guys have done how many videos
We have about 200 videos.
in 2 years?
Um,
Or how old's your youngest?
She'll be 2 in March.
So 2 years.
So it's
and-
probably over
Jesus.
that
yeah.
because we've been doing one a week.
Okay, then yeah, it's last time I checked, it was like 250, but it's probably more now because I
Well, if it's one a week, 2 times 52, 2 years,
I don't
52
know.
weeks.
I was a
and
broadcasting
then-
major. We didn't have math.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, if you do,
But if
yeah.
you say it's 250, then maybe you did more than one
sure.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we
So that's a
sometimes
lot.
yeah
Okay.
sometimes we vlog or we'll do our goofy.
Oh,
videos
okay,
and
okay.
stuff. But yeah, we definitely have some, I guess, some video experience under our belt.
Yeah.
But working, like I was saying, working these viral pages, I think we can owe a lot to our success to them because they help us out a lot.
Uh-huh.
When we post videos, we do reach out to them and say, hey, share this video, and then we kind of see that.
And there's no money exchanged. They just have. Or do you guys pay them sometimes?
There has been money exchange. I
Okay.
do sometimes work out deals with Unilad and sometimes Lad Bible.
This is new to me. I don't
Sorry.
know.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Well,
We're
we're
Wait a
all
minute.
learning
Well,
things
now-
tonight.
Where does
Stop
that
the
check
recording
go?
for a second.
now that
this
we're
offline.
Wait a minute.
now
I
that
don't see
now
this.
we make money off our own page, so we're good on that now.
Right.
But now Facebook allows you to monetize your videos. So I kind of found the way to present or make my pitch to a lot of these pages that if the video reaches, say, 1 million views, for every 1 million views, we need a cut of your monetization
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that, because they're obviously taking our videos, they're crediting us, okay, sure, but they're also monetizing that,
Hell yeah.
and then they're keeping all that money.
You're their content creators.
Right.
I mean, as along with
we
a
do
bunch
the
of
hard
other
work.
people, but
they,
yeah.
exactly. They share it. They get all that money, and that's what keeps their page
Yeah.
going.
I mean, it's just like TV. Like they have the big broadcast channel, and then the people, the talent, come on and create the content for it.
Right. So I mean, I get
Right.
it, but at the same time, if the page is cool or I guess professional enough, like Unilad, and know they have a good rep, reaching out to them and saying, hey, if the video gets over 1 million views, we'll look at what monetization payouts we could do.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like anything crazy. I'm not driving up. I didn't pull up in a Lambo.
Yeah.
But a couple $100.
Yeah, when did we get to that point?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But I mean, a couple million views results in a couple $100.
Okay.
So like it's nice.
And exposure.
And exposure. I mean, which
exactly.
Yeah.
which is the number one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And but, like, we use everything too. Like, it's not like we're
You pull that up a little bit.
sorry.
There you go.
We are like, obviously we've been blessed enough with our past and everything like that, and it's not about money to us. like the best thing about our videos are the messages that we get from people.
Yeah.
Especially people that are going through a really hard time. And for that 3 minutes that they watch our video, you know, they look forward to that every week when it's posted. So we've had so many messages where people have said that they've been in such a low point in their life, but they found our page, they found our videos, they start watching all of our videos, and it's just brought them out of their shell, or it's brought them out of a depression, or whatever the case may be, whatever they're going through. So like that's really become our big thing. Like obviously being congenital heart defect awareness, like spreading you know, awareness about that. And then also just spreading this upbeat movement, just to be positive in any situation that life throws at you. I mean, obviously we deal with a ton of stuff with Ryan and her heart, and going and put, you know, handing your, you know, what was she? 1.5-year-old over to a surgeon to operate on her heart. You know, that's a lot to go through. So, and we realize that other families go through way worse than we do. So it's just spreading that positive message and being positive. And like, that's what it's about.
Yeah. And like, if I just need to do something stupid, like a yoga video or eat a hot piece of chocolate.
Or get waxed. Yeah.
Right. Or get waxed.
Oh, did you do the hot chocolate? I saw the wax when I saw
I
the
did.
other
I
one.
did the hottest piece of chocolate. I mean,
I saw that going around for a minute. Like a couple people did something similar.
Oh, it's intense.
Oh, I
Ridiculous.
couldn't
The
do that.
ramen was awful too.
Yeah, the ramen was pretty gross too.
That
And
was
like
really
yesterday,
bad.
we did like this zombie face mask thing. But like, if I have to just tough it out for 3 minutes to do these crazy challenges to like get that many messages and like really change somebody's day or even their life, like that's super cool.
Yeah.
And then in exchange of that is personal accountability for us too, because it's like, I mean, I don't ever wish this upon anybody, but let's say like, you know, you have a kid and then they say, hey, your kid has a heart defect. Like what happens? Like you instantly just go into a nosedive of like all these negative thoughts. Like, oh my God, like what's going on? You think the worst.
Yeah.
So it's like very easy. And like, I'll admit, like sometimes we still get in like those ruts.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like with upcoming surgeries, we're like, oh man, like everything just kind of hits you a wave of emotion.
Yeah.
So I guess like us doing these weekly videos and just being able to unplug and do something fun and goofy and like not be adults for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's refreshing to us.
Sure.
You know, like that's why when the camera goes on, I sometimes get crazy and goofy because like, you know, the 23 hours that day of not having the camera on, I've been going crazy. You know, with the mental thoughts and thinking all these things and adulting and stressing and stuff like that. So, yeah, when I push the record button on the camera, like, I guess it allows me to kind of let go. You know? So it's good personal accountability too.
Well, and I'm sure that's like you guys being so open about stuff like that and being stupid and silly and all that stuff is like why you guys have super good engagement too.
Yeah.
Like looking at some of the numbers, and I went on the page or your website too, and like seeing you had a screenshot of like some stuff in October. Like that's ridiculous numbers you guys get. I don't know if that's all the videos.
Yeah,
or a lot of them.
Most of the videos,
but like,
we're pretty close to that.
Okay, so you 180 plus thousand followers on Facebook.
Yeah,
Instagram
very loyal following too.
Right, Instagram is like I don't know. Not
we're
as
just
much.
now growing that.
Okay, and then YouTube. So you have like 1,000, 8,000, right?
Yeah, 6,000 or 16,000 on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, 16,000, and then you have the 180 on Facebook. Yeah. Like what kind of engagement numbers are you getting? I remember seeing some of them like 50,000 engagements per video.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's insane.
Ridiculous.
Like, we have. I mean, we're getting like. You know, and I like how Facebook does like this new top fan thing because you can see like who's engaging. Okay. And like we're getting like 50 new top fans a week, and like that's huge because like.
What does that mean, top fan? Like, are there
I think they're
specifics?
commenting
and it's people like
watching the whole thing.
Yeah, and like loyal people that check your page often and engage and stuff.
That's such a
and like seeing that growth every single day.
They're almost like gamifying it now. It's cool.
Yeah, and it makes it it's a lot easier to understand these analytics that they're putting back there. But I mean, I guess that's kind of how a lot of family pages are. They tend to kind of grow a really loyal following.
Good family pages.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of family pages that probably have 8 followers.
Well, yeah, but it's probably 8 loyal followers. Yeah. You know, because like they
Mom, dad, sister, brother.
Right, exactly.
Cousin.
No, they just like the connection. Yeah. You know, there's so many different elements that we give, you know, whether it's being a dad, being a mom, being a mom of a heart warrior, you know, like there's just so many ways that we can connect to so many different people no matter what situation they're in. And I just feel like that's really kind of helped us grow such a loyal following.
Sure.
Right. And then the good thing too is like somebody will see our video and then they'll come to our page and then they'll start like watching a bunch of the videos and then they'll message us and say, oh my God, I saw your waxing video. And then I saw the story about your daughter, Ryan, and her heart condition. My son or daughter has this or this or this. And then they connect to you on that level too.
Right.
So that's why it's always really important for us to vlog her journey and, you know, whatever we're doing, because the first thing we did when we found out, you know, what her heart defect was we got online and we went on YouTube and we were searching for families that had the same thing, and there really wasn't too much. So we were like, let's make these, you know, vlog her journey so that she can see, one, how many people support her and pray for her.
That's cool.
And two, she had it to look back on, and other families can have something to relate to.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going through it, and like I've met so many good people.
Oh yeah.
You know,
We've met a lot
through
of good
this.
families,
Yeah, lots of good families, you know. But
like I also feel like the way things work, and like sometimes this is kind of sad to say, but like you see a lot of awareness videos and like you look kind of through them, you know, unless you're really, really touched by them in some way. You see like a heart defect awareness video, you know, there's no emotional connection there. You kind of look right through it unless it's, you know, touching
affecting you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like
I laughed because I thought initially you were saying like they're fake.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Because
Could be.
I knew
a lot of those nonprofits, are they really nonprofits?
Well, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot. I agree. There's a lot of money behind.
I knew a girl whose boyfriend had a disease, and I felt like she was dating him for that. So she could be like,
feel bad.
for me.
Yeah.
We've gotten those messages.
That's
though.
why I thought immediately of that person.
No, I could see that.
No, and look, I took like Mama Bear comes out because people have said that like you're exploiting your kids and her heart condition and stuff like that. And it's like that is not our intention at all. Like we're not making money off our kid because of her heart condition, and we're not. Yeah. We're doing this to be.
You just gotta bless and release those people.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you have an easier time doing that than I do.
Yeah, I mean, and like they just don't connect to us, and that's fine. Not everyone's gonna connect to us.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel free to unsubscribe.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
But like what I was saying,
you don't like it, leave.
Yeah, what I was saying about those awareness videos, like I thought about that, and I think about that all the time. Like, it's so important for us to get awareness out there and share our journey as a family. However, if we do it in a way where we're only sharing that kind of stuff, people are gonna look right through it, and we're just gonna be another awareness channel, you know. And I had to think of a way to. I mean, we had to think of a way. I don't know why I said I. I'm sorry, but like, and Unilad wrote an article on us, and I use this quote all the time, and I probably exhaust the hell out of the quote. But they always refer to us as a family that shares awareness in a fun and entertaining way, and I think that's so true. And I think that's why we have such a better effect than a lot more of these awareness pages. Why do you think the Heart Association reaches out to us to help them with stuff? You know, because there's a sense of realness with us. There's a story behind us,
Right.
and I feel like our following is seeing that. You know, they see the goofy videos, they see the fun family vlogs, and then they come and then they're like, oh crap, there's more to this story. But they've already established that relationship by seeing me getting waxed or watching us a family vlog of us at the baseball game. You know, so like that kind of helped open the door, and now the relationship's been established. So now the messaging behind the awareness means way more than us just posting awareness videos all day, every day.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Right.
For sure. And it's like, and maybe it's like, all right, we've seen that video. Like we've seen it enough. Like not even in an asshole way, but like, all right, we get it. Yeah. We've seen it 20 times. Like, but it's different if you can do some stuff and you're like, oh my God, she's so sweet. Or like, he got waxed. My wife got waxed. I should try this. Like that's, you know, just, it's relatable.
Exactly. So I think that helps a lot.
When you said like it was the American Heart Association that's reached out. They reached out to do, what did you guys do with them?
We helped them. We were like their not spokesperson, but highlighted guests of their walk or whatever.
Yeah, they came and they interviewed
here in
Cleveland Heart Walk. Yeah, it was the first. Yeah, it would have been Ryan's, because Ryan was little.
Yeah.
So it was shortly after the September. So she was born in March, and it would have been that September. So we worked with the Cleveland Clinic a lot when she was first born. And because they saw us vlogging like in the hospital, and I thought we were in trouble. I was so scared, and he wasn't. He left. Yeah,
ma'am.
He left. He goes, because the nurse came in and she was like, you know, we saw that you guys posted a video, and you know, I had some of the nurses in it, so our media is going to come talk to you. I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
like, and I was by myself, and I don't know where you went.
And you
I
just
was
had a baby.
Yeah, I just had a baby, so I'm
Yeah,
freaking
yeah,
out. Like,
yeah.
oh my God, we're in trouble. I put the stupid camera away. You like, you know, but yeah, it was totally fine. They were like, no, we just want to help you. Like, if any of the news,
I just love. She's the soft one in the relationship. I'll whip out a camera and point it in your face until you tell me not to point it in your face. She's more of the.
I get
Are we
embarrassed.
allowed to do this?
I really
Can you
do.
just ask them?
Yeah.
But like me, like I don't. I
Wait
like
till I tell
to
you
film.
no.
Like even in Walmart when we just did our Salvation Army video, I was like,
I'm just whipping out a
please,
camera.
Can we just
like,
go in an aisle where
vlogging.
nobody's at, please?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sorry.
But we did a lot with the American Heart Association.
Okay.
They did a highlight on Ryan. They played the video before the walk.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
that's
And then
cool.
just little things with the clinic, just for their promotion kind of stuff. So
Yeah. How did you for the clinic as far as like specific like heart awareness or surgeries or like specific things, or was it just like, hey,
I think it was just
It was just for the congenital heart.
yeah, and they did
Okay.
like Giving Tuesday.
Yeah.
oh,
So
this
we did-
past one
no,
or the year before?
The other year before, we did about Giving Tuesday. And two, like, I work for a wine distributor, and we had a golf outing. So it was our first ever golf outing, and we decided that we were going to, all the proceeds from the golf outing were going to benefit Cleveland Clinic, Children's, but go directly to congenital heart defect research.
Okay.
Go
cool.
right to cardiology.
Yeah.
So we personalized the golf outing. So it was like a personal thing. It was relatable. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows Ryan's story. So we
Yeah.
raised, I think
It was a lot.
it was like $11,000. And this is just our company.
For one
Our
event?
only one event,
Damn.
one first golf outing, just
Yeah.
employees, nobody else.
Yeah.
So I was
That's cool.
pretty proud of that. So I think that helped,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
the relationship there.
Yeah, and like I want to continue growing our messaging and our branding
Uh-huh.
to the point where like we could be spokespeople for something beyond just the heart community.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Sure.
like I feel
Sure.
like our messaging and like our mindset is relatable to, you know, anybody, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so I think that's the ultimate goal. And like that's why you know, we talk about like our merch sales proceeds go to congenital heart defect and like benefiting families
Uh-huh.
that have congenital heart defects and stuff like that. But like I also want to open it up to just other families that are going through tough times or hard medical situations or cancer or
Yeah.
you know, am I allowed to talk
No.
about like okay.
Oh, I didn't release it yet.
Sorry. But she's
A
working
thing.
she's working on something.
Okay.
That we were going to specifically target to
We're not releasing this for a couple weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's still going to be next
Okay,
year,
all right,
and
all
who
right,
knows
fine.
when
Fine.
that'll be.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's nothing crazy. It's just like I want to do something that is unique and helps kids, any medically fragile child.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
All
So
right.
my idea, it's there. I have it. Ryan has one. So it's just. Yeah, it's just I need to get it out there, and I think I need to find some families to make this for,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
get that out there.
But point being was we had that conversation about what she wants to launch, and I think we had this epiphany where it was like, hey, like we have a pretty good platform. You know, we
Uh-huh.
have a lot of people that follow us and a lot of people that are going to continue to follow us.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we should do something that's far greater than just, you know, the heart community. Like we can really make an impact with a lot of people going
Uh-huh.
through a lot of bad things, you know, and we see that every day with our messaging,
Yeah.
whether it's people that, you know, had tough times through cancer. We get a lot of depression, anxiety, a lot of like divorce, a lot of stuff. And it's like, I think that's where it kind of hit us like, wow, like we're a lot bigger than we think. And it's just going to keep getting bigger. Like I edited a goofy video and it's 3 minutes of us and we think really nothing of it, but the impact that video has and will continue to have, it's crazy.
Yeah. How often do you guys have brands or people reaching out for collabs and stuff like that?
We get like one or two a week.
Yeah.
He mostly handles like a lot.
He does
of
all
the
that stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
does.
mean-
do you run
the
the
biz
page? Are you the one
side.
posting and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because you do that for work all the time.
Makes
anyway.
sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm with the kids. Like we have our roles.
Sure. Yeah.
He handles this. I handle everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as brand deals, I mean, I accept stuff that's going to represent our brand.
Yeah, be authentic.
Yeah. And like if we're going to share something, I want to make sure it's something that we would use or believe in
Yeah.
or back.
For sure.
So we've gotten some pretty off the wall stuff. So
We did a
And-
pressure cooker They sent us
Oh,
pressure
dude,
cooker.
how is
Cool.
that?
It was actually really nice.
We used it one time to cook hard-boiled eggs.
I used it multiple
Hard-boiled
times,
eggs,
but the nice thing about you do your hard-boiled eggs
Oh,
in it.
that's
It's
great.
quick.
So what did
Yeah.
you guys do? Do you guys do a video for it?
Yeah.
Like a funny video? What'd you do?
Nope, I made hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah,
you
That
just made
was-
hard-boiled
That
eggs.
was the
Well, we
deal.
do whatever they request.
And done.
Right, yeah. I
But
did
we,
it.
now we're kind of getting to the point, and I worked with somebody. One of our friends runs a very, very successful viral page. It's actually, I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't know if she wants it, but it's a baking page and it has over like 5 million followers. So like
Okay.
they're very experienced when it comes to social media, building a business, and seeing that side of social media.
Yeah.
So they kind of helped me put together like a media kit to kind of pitch to a lot of brands
Yeah.
and kind of be proactive and think of stuff that we
sure.
use every day and just be like, hey, reach out to them and be like, hey, we use your product every day. We have 200,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that maybe we can work together? Or is there something that we can do for the holidays to help, in exchange?
I mean, that's super
And-
valuable.
I'm learning more and more that influencer marketing is, they're going to pay, well, they're not even going to pay big money, but to you it's big money because they'll spend a lot more on, TV, radio, and not have the same success as you
For
and I posting
sure.
a picture on Instagram.
For
Hey,
sure.
we'll pay you $10,000 to post a picture on Instagram. You're like, holy crap, $10,000
Yeah.
to
Right.
them. They're like, yeah, we were about to drop 250,000 on a
10
commercial.
grand,
Right.
Yeah.
On a commercial, that doesn't even include. That's just filming a commercial.
Right.
You're not even
Yeah.
including like
So,
So
the actual
like
distribution.
the money
Right.
that's in social influencer marketing is
It's
crazy.
It is. So we've done a lot of what we do. Like we don't make money off the podcast yet,
Yeah.
but
Sponsored by.
we sponsored by. We have our own coffee company. We just
Yeah,
started
we
2 months
just
ago.
launched
So
it.
we
Yes.
do sponsorships, but
Yeah.
we're not paying for it. It's our shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a lot of the stuff we do is with brands and marketing and athletes and fitness people. Is a lot of what we've done, like influencer wise. So we're on the opposite side usually, where it's like brand X comes in. But now we've started to talk to some people, like for instance, a couple different UFC fighters, because we do a lot in the MMA space, and I'll text them like, hey, exactly what you said. Like, give me a list of like 15 brands you're interested. Like, what do you eat? What do you wear? What do you do? Like, what can be authentic to you?
Yeah.
I don't want to bring, GTS kombucha if it doesn't fit your branding. Like, what can we do? And then we'll go to them and say, all right, here's our plan for ideas and how we can help benefit you. Because a lot of times we'll get, like, we've run social pages for the brands. And like one brand, I was talking about them earlier today too. One brand was like we get a lot of DMs and it's just like, hey, I want your product. Can you send me some of your product? I want you to sponsor us. And it's like, well, like, what are you doing for me?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so like to be able to add value, come at them with an idea and a concept of value and save them time and energy is huge and valuable too. And then money wise, I mean, some sponsorship deals are small and some are big. We talked to Megan actually earlier today. If you're listening to the podcast, it was last week. And she has a company called the Siskis, and it's a jewelry company. And she works with a bunch of influencers. And she was telling us how the one she worked with, the influencer does very well with them. Like she'll pay like $1,000 per post or something. Was that what she said?
I think that was the initial
Something like
one. I don't know.
Initial one, yeah, maybe $1,000, and then a percentage of anything she brings in with her code. But she, not even having anything to do with that, she just sent her a present. She had a baby. Sent her a present with the baby's name. I don't remember. Like put Lindsay on a necklace and sent it to her. And she posted it like, oh my God, this is so cute. Again, didn't pay her for this or do it. She posted that one. This was September. She sold 1,000 of those necklaces in 2.5 months or whatever it is.
That's crazy.
I don't know what kind of money that means, but I'm
Right.
sure it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Right.
Worth that present that she sent.
Oh,
100%.
sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we say that all the time about like if I see somebody, about sending our T-shirts and our merch
Right.
and stuff. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's going through something, like just send them a shirt.
Just send it.
It's
yeah,
fine.
Do you-
exactly. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't cost us much. So
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought of this when you guys were talking about the top fans on Facebook. Do you guys do anything special for them? Like,
we-
how many are there? One?
We have like 1,000, close to 1,000
Jesus.
now.
So that's tough to do.
Yeah, but
Right.
we at the end of every video we do a shout out, and we just say, hey, for a chance of a shout out, next week share a video and tag us, and then now you kind of have that call to action.
So you're like, thanks, Pat, for sharing the video.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
like the littlest thing of us just saying their name, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, I don't want to sound like big league or anything, but like someone messaged us to sign something and mail it to them.
yeah, autograph.
But like
Yeah.
to you and I'm like signing something.
Okay.
Like we're not that big league, but
Yeah.
to somebody
want
who
me to
watches our
sign?
video, yeah, exactly. But like somebody who watches our videos and we have that much of an impact, I mean, I guess it means something to them.
For
So,
sure,
like,
for sure.
That's kind of weird.
Well,
but it's
I mean,
eye-opening.
right. But like, so like athletes, they're typically like people we would look up to when you're younger, or like rappers or musicians or whatever, like famous people. Well, now famous people are everywhere.
Right.
And it's like, it's not like 180,000.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, these people are so big. You have 180,000 followers and they see you. I don't know how many people you see in public, but ask for pictures or different. Like
That hasn't happened.
No?
Not that
We've
yet.
had people
We've
come
had-
Where's your most
yes.
following at? Do you guys?
Yeah, do you know?
Looking at the analytics.
New York.
Yeah, go walk around
New York, LA, and then
New York's
Cleveland.
huge. LA's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But like, so, like Anna.
UK.
Oh, is there a lot?
big in UK, yeah. Because
In Australia.
all those viral pages are all UK.
Oh, yeah, we
You know,
did do
Lad
that.
Oh, I didn't know
Bible.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They're all based in the UK.
I guess Lad Bible makes sense. We don't say like Lad here
Yeah.
in the
True.
US.
Yeah.
So our UK following's strong.
Huh.
in Australia because we did a
Oh, yeah.
talk show.
We were on their version of Good Morning America. It's called like Morning Sunrise.
Yeah. I think
Morning
Yes.
sunrise. That was
Yeah,
that
so
was
we were like
a
their
British accent.
We're like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that
Don't
was.
ask him to do accents.
I'm bad at accents. Yeah.
We're really bad.
But anyways, they asked us to be on their show, and then we found out that we were like the featured guest on their show. We
and
did.
you went there, or
No.
No.
like a call in?
We thought.
But yeah.
Well, they wanted to fly us to LA.
Driver.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. They
Oh.
wanted us to go to LA and do like I guess they have headquarters
A remote
there.
studio or something.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Everyone has something in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
a
in-
presence.
Yeah.
I don't know. We couldn't get a sitter. They wanted us to fly out like that night. I was like, come on, like
Yeah.
I got two
We got
kids.
two
like, relax.
kids.
Yeah.
So they're like, what city do you live in? We're like, Cleveland. Like, okay, great. We found a studio. And then that next day,
Huh.
we were
Yeah,
meeting
it's
up
just
with
in
this,
Independence.
Oh.
Not far at all.
Yeah, just
But-
meeting up with two dudes in a studio real quick to record something.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
cool though.
We did like we were on camera.
Well, we
weren't
were live.
Yeah, we were on
It
camera.
was
Yeah.
night here and morning
Oh, yeah.
there.
That's
They're
right.
well,
Wow.
they're probably 16 hours ahead. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I don't know.
I think
It
it's a
was
16-hour
evening
flight.
here.
I think they're
there's 16
13 from
Yeah.
us. Yeah. So I don't know.
But it was all about the labor video, and we got to talk a little bit about Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
But that one was completely that was so last minute. There was no game plan. I had no idea what we were talking about, like what it was going to
Just like
consist
this.
of.
Yeah.
No, like even worse.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because you're like,
we're on
this is-
national TV.
Yeah,
And we're in
yeah.
Australia.
International TV.
Wait, hold on a second. I was looking at our analytics today. We're in 10 different countries.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now there's like 8 of those. There's like one listener in those countries.
That's okay. It's all it takes.
But
Yeah.
10
Right.
different countries.
Get them to share.
right?
Right.
But yeah, so that was another crazy experience. But that's where we have a big following in Australia, I guess. I guess we hit it off with them.
That's cool. Have you done collabs or anything with other couples or families or people?
I want to do collabs.
You blew a good one.
Oh, shit.
I blew a good
Damn
one.
You did.
Spill the beans.
What's his name?
damn it.
That's with like
LeBron
Logan?
James?
No.
Oh, I blew a Grady Rains.
Okay, yeah.
He does like all the funny Browns videos now and Cavs videos. Well,
Okay.
now he's out there living with like Mark Donor and Logan Paul and them.
Uh-huh.
I blew that one. He wanted to do a collab with me.
And you said no?
I never got
With
back
you
to him.
personally or you? Oh,
With
you
me
son of a
personally. He
mother.
wanted to do like some like neighbor skit where we were gonna film independently because he lived
Okay.
he lives in Chicago or
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
And we were gonna film. Basically, I was gonna be neighbor A and he was neighbor B, and we were gonna somehow be bickering at each other about like a Steelers Browns game or something.
Okay.
And I just never got back to him in the DMs. I
And
just
that
sorry.
never happened.
Yeah.
Happens.
And then now I see him with like over 100,000 followers, hanging out with like Logan and all them,
Mhm.
big influencers.
But there's so many like, even so when how we even came to connect on this is I just posted on Facebook like, hey, we're back in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk to cool people around him. And Lindsay, I said it.
You did it. You got it right.
Lindsay. Almost said Allison again.
It's okay.
Lindsay Balmert. All right. So I put it out there, but I was also looking like cool businesses or cool people in Cleveland. I was going on Instagram, like what are some cool different pages, like Instagram pages I can try to reach out to people and see. And there's people with huge followings in Cleveland, not as much as like LA, New York type deal, or not as many, I should say, but there are those people.
Yeah.
Have you thought like, let's reach out to person X? They're doing cool stuff. And
I've done some research on some family vloggers in Cleveland, and like you said, like it's very slim pickings.
yeah,
It's just
but even just like
3.
like me as a person, like not me personally,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
I do whatever stuff.
Yeah.
Like me and you do something, or it's like
yeah.
I don't know if
get-
that's the vibe you want to go with.
Well, you teamed up with GV Artwork.
GV art and design. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not really a content creator.
No,
it'd be
he's
nice.
not,
It
but-
would be nice to find another content creator to to do stuff with, or at least bounce ideas off with, or
Sure.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know that's why everyone moves out to LA, because you just got to make a phone call or just walk down Vine Street and
Literally
you're pretty much
walk down the
collaborating.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Here
it's nice.
you whip out a camera and it's like, what's this kid doing? Like,
Yeah,
who is
get
that?
over
Yeah.
yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
we've contemplated how we could reach Roman Atwood because he's right outside of Columbus.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I think
he's I think only like 2.5 hours away from us.
yeah, being the most local and biggest chance or biggest shot would
Yeah.
be him. Yeah. Because like we share a very same,
Yeah.
you know.
I've watched
He's
a
got
couple of
Smile
his videos.
War,
There
the
could also
whole-
be a thing where you guys
Oh,
say,
yeah,
"Hey, I'm
yeah.
coming out to LA for the weekend. Let's do something like reach
Yeah.
out to
Yeah.
someone in LA that, or
Like
even
just
that
like we
guy,
came here
yeah.
for Cleveland, let's do a
Right.
handful podcast.
Yeah.
Go out there, like let's do.
Right.
Here's this
Sure.
idea I have with you.
We'll watch the kids. We'll play. They can kick it with Kai.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys
There
can
you
go
go.
do it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
I
got a
mean,
sitter.
That's all it takes,
Yeah.
though. You know, it's
Yeah.
like that one big opportunity
Yeah.
where you team up with someone with another big following. And
For
then,
sure.
I mean, that
For sure.
that's a jump starter
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. But
We
Got any connection with the Ace family?
We don't have
17
like
million followers.
You know what? There's this guy who started a company in LA, and he was brand new company. So he's like, I'm just gonna get an apartment in the building where I know a bunch of influencers are living, and he got a dog, so he'd be walking outside all the time.
Who's this? Do I know the person?
The Feet Socks guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think you know him, but
Feet, like your feet,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
spelled Feat.
F-E-A-T. So what he did, he ended up becoming friends with one. Maybe
It was Logan Paul. It
Yeah,
was Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, and he basically created a contest and said, if you can sell, I don't know,
20,000 pairs of socks.
20. That's what it was. 20,000 pairs of socks. I'll give you my. I think he had a Raptor or whatever car. Or,
no, it's one of those little shit cars.
Slingshot. I'll give you
Bam.
my slingshot
Okay.
if you can sell it. And he sold like 19,000 or something. So he didn't give him the slingshot, but they ended up becoming good friends and
Yeah.
obviously made a shit ton of money doing it.
And I'm sure, I'm sure that's a couple 100,000
Yeah.
deal in like a weekend
Yeah.
for him. But again, just a random
Just
like,
because he was walking
Right.
around with his dog.
Yeah.
Basically.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like doesn't hurt to DM people because you never
Hell
know. I
no.
mean, s-
Yeah.
We
some
did-
people might see a DM and they might actually respond back. You know.
Yeah.
Or
I'm like,
sometimes they don't.
Or most times they don't.
I had,
But it's okay.
Right? We did a project with USA Today. I guess it finished about a year ago. Yeah, a little over a year ago, and we did 60 different or 75 different people in fitness.
About 75. Yeah.
About 75 people in fitness, and it was short videos and like 30 quick or 33 to 7 minute videos. So we want to reach out to fitness influencers, but we had the backing of USA Today, which is nice, and say, hey, we'll get X number of views per video because we can. The other company we're working with is paying for it, yada yada. But all of that was through DM. Like, hey, we're working on this project. Are you interested? And everybody, or I guess all but like 3 or 4 were in LA. We went to San Diego a couple times and stuff like that. Yeah. But it was just DM of me who had, I don't know, like 2,000 followers, like nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, cool. Sounds great. Let's do it.
And
Yeah,
two of them happen to live in our apartment complex too.
Yeah.
That we didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have like 3 million followers or something.
Yeah,
Like,
our biggest
massive.
one. Well, Lauren Drain, I don't know, big fitness girl.
Okay.
But she's got like, at the time, had like 3 million-ish followers. Like on just Instagram, and I think it was six across platforms.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like I just need to stop like undervaluing ourselves.
Who gives a shit?
I know, like-
if I don't want to work with you, I don't want to work with
Right.
you. Like it's not. It may be because I don't like you, but it
Yeah.
may just be because I don't have the time,
Right.
or like I don't see the fit.
Yeah.
Like fuck it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know.
Right. I guess like, and I had this talk with our friend who runs our page, and like she's the one that kind of put us in the right direction when it comes to brand deals and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she says like, you know, you have 180,000 followers. Like, you have to start putting value to what you're doing. Like, if you're going to do a brand deal, you're going to do it for money, or you're going to do
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
to make sure you're being taken care of too.
Sure.
I guess it didn't really hit me where I never really thought of that. I was like, okay, if you want me to shout out a pressure cooker, just mail me a pressure cooker and I will. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, she made a good point, and you know, we were just talking about the influencer marketing. Like, people are going to pay you. Like, they want to pay you. But if
Yeah.
you're not going to say anything, they're not going to pay you.
Hell no. Why
But
would
if
I?
but if you literally go, hey, you know, give me $5,000, to them $5,000 for a shout out across 200,000 people with a loyal following that they're literally going to listen to anything you say anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge for them.
Especially if you can track it, like the girl we were talking about earlier, Megan, with the Siskis. If you can track it and there's a code and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever the code is, and they can say, holy shit, you brought in 25 grand to my product, like 5,000 is nothing, because not only did you bring in that money over a weekend or whatever time, but also all that brand awareness on top of that.
Right.
Where, like you said, they're going to pay X number for TV, and there's 0 conversions that you can track coming directly from TV,
Right.
unless you put a
Right.
code kind of deal, which
Yeah.
very few brands do.
Right.
but that you're able to show like, oh yeah, I brought you this number of dollars. Like I'm now next time that 5,000 was cool, but next time it's 10,000.
Well, now it becomes a brand partnership and not just a brand deal.
Yeah.
You know, now they're going to be reaching out to you a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, people can turn that into jobs.
And then maybe that turns into a pressure cooker series, and you're paying $5K a month.
Right.
Like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes to reaching out to other influencers, I guess I need to value us a little bit better.
Sure.
You know, and see us more as just Chris and Lindsay that do videos. But like, you know, I guess we're reputable.
But they're just the rock that makes movies, or they're just
Right.
you know, they're
Right.
just
Right.
whatever.
Right. Yeah. I guess it could be kind of like I don't know. It's a scary, intimidating industry to be in, I guess, because like you compare numbers, you know, and like we look at like Ace Family or the B Family, and you see like 2.7 million compared to 180,000. But like, I mean,
like, slumps down,
and that number.
I guess I'm more the analytic person. You're more of the.
I'm just here. What do you need me to do?
But like, me, I'm refreshing our analytics, looking at the bar graphs, looking at these charts, and so like, I guess
he tells me all of this stuff.
Sure.
Right. So I guess.
And then I get scared because he's like, "Oh, we did the podcast video or whatever, the Facebook Live, and we lost some people." I'm like, "Oh, why did we lose people? Did they not like what I said?"
Reaching out to them.
I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Did I say something?"
30%. We need a boob slip or something. Something needs to pop out.
Right.
Like nobody wants to see that.
Let's get this entertaining here.
Right.
Trust me.
The clickbait.
That's why I got waxed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
We were going down, so I was like, wax me.
Bring it up. I'm like that. I'm that way where I'll check, and we don't have anywhere near that or even listens on this, but I'll be like, oh shit, this one was really good. Why was it? Or we had this guest as opposed to us. We did our own for once. And I was like, oh, that was better than that one. Why? Like, what's the difference and what's the change?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I think at 180, 200, you guys could reach out like
you
anybody. You
could
reach out to anybody in any brand, and
I know
there could be a connection.
I know,
like it's worth it, like with a 200 number for sure.
Yeah, I know a friend that has a fifth of that. Yeah.
You doing the math?
A sixth of that. Okay, a sixth of that, and she commands $2,500 a post.
Yeah,
you know, and that's Instagram, and she's super engaged. I don't know what comparative to you guys, but probably less than you guys have. Just looking at the couple numbers that I looked at. So I mean, you have that, and you also like your branding is different than hers, and you guys are like, I assume most of your followers are like moms or families and stuff like that.
Yep.
Where it's like extra valuable because it's mom buys the stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Mom makes a decision.
And it doesn't have to be whatever. It can be like anything. Like, it can be a women's thing. It could be a man's thing. It could be like I follow this one couple who has the Your Mom's House podcast. Ever heard of it? It's so goddamn funny. Christina Pazitsky and Tom Segura. They're like big comedians. They both have Netflix stuff. So like they're major. Okay. But they'll do their reads before the podcast, and it's it's women's skincare, and then it's whatever stuff, male MeUndies for men, women, and so they have like some that are for the men, some are for the women, and some for both kind of deals.
We gotta step up our game.
Yeah,
I gotta start messaging.
You guys are in a good spot for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely
even like that mom blog. Like every brand we've talked to, like wants
what mom
blog. Like
that
audience, like mom. Oh,
for
audience.
sure.
I feel like we have that audience.
Like the scary mommy.
Yeah.
That's our following basically. Is moms.
Right.
Yeah, you have that. That's a
how do you know like specifically?
Yeah, we're 80-20.
80-20 female male. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, age range perfect. We're 25 to 35.
Yeah.
So we just have to talk like we would normally talk to our friends.
Yeah.
So like that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we don't have a young following where we need to be careful.
Yeah.
And I'm glad like to be careful because so many people message us and they're like, "Oh, I watch it with my kids and they love." I'm like,
such a mom.
But I'm glad
I am. I'm like, please don't. Like, I don't want to say it. He's like, I'll bleep you out. I'm like, I still don't want to do it.
Like, I need you to say shit because it's not gonna make the moment.
Yeah.
Like you can't go poop. Like, you need to say it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we don't have that young following because I know you need to kind of be a little cautious of what you do. And then I'm glad that we don't have that older following because I just don't feel like we would connect with them with the stuff that we do. So I feel like I can put
just
on
like
camera.
I'm thinking today, we got a message because we have like a reply to anybody that messaged our team page. I don't know if you read it today.
Oh, a general one?
It was an older gentleman. He's like, I don't know what this is. I don't want to be part of your family. I don't want to. Please take my name out of anything that you have it attached to. I'm like,
okay, buddy.
It's okay.
78,
Yes.
first time on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm glad that we're talking to
Right.
us.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
But also from that perspective, 25 to 35-year-old females is like a huge money market.
Right.
You're just starting to
Yeah.
get jobs.
Yeah.
Some have kids. Some are now moms, and now it's like so now they have all that stuff they want to buy and do.
Right.
Yeah,
It's-
and like we talk about opportunity to make money. I mean, like you said, I know money's not the deciding factor in this,
Right.
but with the following that we have, there are monetization opportunities
Yeah,
that we should be capitalizing on.
Yeah.
To help us for the future.
I could have made so much money from Rachel Hollis for Girl Wash Your Face.
Oh, yeah.
That was my
I don't know
first.
what that is. Well, who's Rachel Hollis?
Okay, so it's very big right now.
Okay.
It's this book called Girl Wash Your Face.
Okay.
And it's actually what I did my first podcast on. So I read it. It's a personal development book.
Okay.
Just about like, she just touches on so much stuff. It's crazy. And just the points that she makes about life. And it touches on the 25 to 35. And so that was what I did my first podcast on, was just like, this just changed my entire mindset. And I was, I just talked about the book or whatever. And so many people were like, oh my God, I need to go get it. I need to read it. I
Yeah.
need to get it on Audible. Like, I could have had.
I need to DM her for a refund check or
Yeah,
something.
I could have.
Cut us
I
a-
could have.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
but
it's-
I probably just sold her so much
Yeah.
stuff.
And that's great. You probably could have. But now that you did it and now you look back, but now you can go to Holly Curran, who has her book, and then say, hey, by the way, we did this with Rachel, and here's what this looked like.
Mm-hmm.
We love Allison.
It's
Damn it.
Lindsay.
Read
I
your
should have just
book?
changed. My parents
put a
wanted to
name
name
tag
me.
on?
Well, they wanted to name me Allie, so I would have been Allie Allison.
See,
and
I
would have
knew
just
that.
been
No, they
so.
didn't. Really?
That's
No,
funny.
They would never have done that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Yes.
so Lindsay.
It's okay, I get
Lindsay
it.
read your book. She loved it. We'd love to be able to talk about it. Here's what the numbers look like, and
Right.
it's worth this to us.
Yeah, we got to start pitching ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity there that
for
we're
sure,
not
for
capitalizing
sure,
on,
for sure.
And it's daily stuff that we're using anyway to talk about.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
authentic,
Yeah.
real stuff. It's not like I came at you with like crest, and you're like, I don't do crests.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like no,
Yeah,
that's
right.
against
Right.
our thing. Like stuff you can do, and there's
Right.
like
Yeah.
there's so many different opportunities with a family with 2 kids.
No, I agree, and I think like, and we talked about this on the last podcast about like some of our goals that we want to do in 2019, and I talked about taking what we're doing and turning our passion kind of into a living. Like, it's okay to do what you love to do and make money doing it. I know
sure.
people are like, oh my God, they're just making videos for the money or stuff like that. Well,
Whatever.
no, but it'd be nice. Like, we
Yeah.
put a lot of time. I spend editing videos. I mean, editing videos does not, it takes a long time. Okay?
Sure, yeah.
And when I'm hanging out with my kids and I have to wait for them to go to sleep in order to edit a video, I'm staying up till 1 a.m.
And you
know,
have
like,
your full-time job, and then you
Yeah,
come back,
it
see
could
the
be-
kids and the wife, and then it's
Yep.
Yep.
It'd be nice to get some money back
Hell
into
yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I told you that the person I met, who him and his wife do. I think that was before we started, but him and his wife they have their own YouTube pages, and they kill it. They got a house in LA. They just bought a house in Big Bear. They're flying all over the world from the brands, and I mean they got a bigger following than you, but not that much bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and they're able to fully monetize everything they're doing to the point where they're buying houses in LA and another house.
Which
like,
I mean,
Right.
good for them.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Like
Hell yeah.
that makes me happy for them
Yeah.
because I know the work that goes into it.
Yeah.
And like,
Right.
dude,
And
you deserve it.
Well, and he was like you. So he was like you, where he had a full-time job, came back and edited her videos. It was just her at first. And she was a struggling actor in LA. So she wasn't making any money. He was working at a place and was making decent money. But after a year, he quit and was able to full-time. They were making enough money off her YouTube
That's
to be able to monetize. Yep. And
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah. I mean, good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
that's definitely the goal, is to to maximize these opportunities and turn them into something that can either fund our future or allow us to travel a little bit more or have these cool houses and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a lot of work. People don't know that. It's actually like a job.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
see
yeah.
these goofy videos on Facebook and they think social media is just the game or just social media, but it's not. Like, social media is the world now. You know, like it's a job to a lot of people. It's my
For
full-time
sure.
job. I do social media as well.
Uh-huh.
So I think we need to kind of have that mindset and kind of treat it as such too.
Sure.
You know, still have fun with it, of course,
For sure.
but maximize on those opportunities.
Yeah. And even when you see, like, have your fun and do your typical stuff, and then from here and there you can throw your stuff in, and not every
Right.
not every video is like brought to you by
Well,
GTS
Right.
Kombucha.
Right. Right. Exactly. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else, Timothy? I cut you off we said
Yeah,
one
dude,
earlier, and
coming
he's
out
like,
with
dude, I had a question.
Like 8
I was gonna
questions.
ask
He's like,
her.
I think we're done.
I'd like to be respectful of people's time, and we thank you,
Yeah,
Lindsay
thanks for having us.
and
Yeah.
Chris,
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
your
thanks for
time.
No,
having
thank
us.
you.
Thank you, guys. Hey, thank you for listening. You made it this far, an hour and change, and we appreciate that. To show our appreciation, we'd like to give you a discount on Our City Coffee.
We're actually going to give you the same discount that we gave you at the beginning of the podcast.
That is true. Use the code BS, as in business in BS, at ourcitycoffee.com to drink the best coffee you've ever had.
Maybe, actually.
It might be.
Yeah,
it might be.
literally,
Like
yeah.
legitimately might be.
Yeah, literally. Literally and legitimately.
Legitimately,
Yep.
literally, maybe the best coffee you've ever had.
Littering and.
We could say,
Littering and.
yeah, do you think anyone's still listening? Like an extra 3 minutes onto the podcast? If you're listening, let us know. Hit us up on social media at Business and BS, and is spelled out AND, at Business and BS, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, the next handful of episodes will be with people involved in the Fit Expo. We'll be hosting a live podcast at the Fit Expo on January 27th. The next handful of episodes leading up to that will be people and brands that are involved with the Fit Expo. So a lot of fitness talk, a lot of brand talk, a lot of health talk. Will be really cool.
A lot of influencer talk.
A lot of influencer talk. So we're super excited about that. Who do you think's more excited, to me, you or I? Definitely me.
Well, then,
Definitely
why'd you
me.
ask?
I just wanted to hear your reaction.
Oh.
Anyhow, we thank you for your time. We'll see you next time.